The Red River Basin is a vital Minnesota region. Damage from flooding threatens the sustainability of the region's economic base, water quality, and natural resources.
Finding solutions to flood damage is a difficult task in the Red River Basin. We've got a large area that floods, we've got lots of water coming into our rivers and streams, and we've got flat country. We've got to find solutions to those problems by working together in a collaborative process.
Since 1998, people in the basin have worked together to build solutions under the mediation process. This process has clear goals for flood damage reduction and natural resource enhancement. After 10 years, this work is bearing fruit. A primary approach in reducing flood damage is to strategically hold water where it falls by creating impoundments.
I'm standing on the west embankment of the Brant Impoundment located approximately 14 miles north of Crookston, Minnesota. This project was constructed as part of the flood damage reduction effort in the valley to help alleviate flooding downstream.
The watershed approached me about 3 years ago to see if I would be interested in letting me use this piece of property for their impoundment. Downstream flooding that was going on, and we needed to try to alleviate some of that flooding, and this was one of the sites that they had picked to store some water. This spring, this whole area was underwater. We just about maxed out the capacity of the impoundment because it was about within inches maybe of going over the spillway.
This impoundment covers approximately 490 acres and it stores approximately 3,900 acre-feet of water. You can visualize the Brant Impoundment as a large bathtub. The water fills up in this bathtub and you ultimately come down to the outlet structure, which is what you're looking at right now, and you open the gate just like you would the drain on your bathtub, and you drain it down slowly.
We have rivers that flood in the spring, then they go dry very quickly after that. If we strategically put these impoundments in place and we meter out the flow over a longer period of time, we can add flow or water to the streams downstream, which is creating habitat for fish.
Through working with the watershed, I actually became part of the work team, the project work team, and so now I'm working with the watershed on talking to other landowners and showing them the benefits of projects like these.
And instead of spreading, water a foot deep across 1,000 acres, we will be holding it here instead.
Another way to store water where it falls is to restore wetlands.
This wetland was restored. Previously it had been drained. It's now an area that not only stores water, reduces flood damages downstream, it also provides a tremendous amount of wildlife habitat for birds, waterfowl like ducks and geese. We're also interested in both setting aside lands that are particularly vulnerable to flooding, those lands close to rivers and streams in particular, and that's where stream restoration fits in.
Several years ago, this channel was straightened. It used to meander. Over the years, we always had flooding problems, and the channel would continuously change its flow, and we would lose crop every year. After a rain event, since this was reestablished, the water stays in this little meandering channel and doesn't break out into the field. We really didn't lose any farmland because you could never count on getting a crop there anyway. Every time we'd get a rain event of any size, it would flood.
Just like we have roads that have a right-of-way, this is basically taking a river or stream and giving it a right-of-way. So that within that right-of-way, it allows water to flow even in higher flood events without damaging productive agricultural lands.
Stream restoration is taking place throughout the Red River Basin. Water storage and stream rehabilitation are two approaches in reducing flood damages. Other effective ways are to buy out properties at high risk or protect them with ring dikes or levees. More than 200 ring dikes and community levees have been built in recent years, with more being developed each year for high-risk homes, farmsteads, and communities.
We also have a great opportunity to build water quality improvement features into these projects. We have serious problems with turbidity in the Red River Basin. These projects, both the impoundments, stream restoration, wetland restoration, can be part of the solution to improve that water quality.
A lot of our biggest erosion problems are during flood events. So we look at each of the major tributaries and how much sediment they may be contributing to the main stem of the Red River. We do a lot of monitoring in the basin here, and it's a coordinated effort between a lot of entities. We have a River Watch program that we work with high school students as citizen scientists that use the same equipment as we do and get good, valuable, scientifically sound information that we can make decisions on and to give us an idea of what our stream quality is.
Flooding has been a problem up and down the Red River Valley for decades and decades, and it's not going away anytime soon. But we hope that at some point we can reduce the damages that we're seeing presently.
Moving forward is not without challenges. Some of these challenges include public acceptance, getting permits, loss of conservation lands, changing climate conditions, funding, and increased demand for draining floodwater, which moves the problem downstream to others.
We are taking a systematic and planned approach to find solutions to problems here so that we have projects that are built that not only reduce flood damages, but they enhance natural resources. And in the long run, that's going to make the Red River Basin a better place to live.